Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Early voting turnout is still going strong here in Bexar County. We have the newest numbers, plus a look ahead to where the presidential candidates are headed today.
A San Antonio officer shoots and kills 2 dogs. Why SAPD says the officer had to open fire, though, and why dog owners are being cited for the city of San Antonio.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Cranks a ball, deep left field. Volpe with redemption.
All right, the New York Yankees avoiding a World Series sweep, getting the big win in the Big Apple over the LA Dodgers last night. We're going to show you some highlights, also show you a few Yankees fans who got kicked out from the game.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
A pretty controversial moment there in that Yankees. But of course, Yankees get the dub. And again, that story making some headlines for those fans for all the wrong reasons.
Yes, I can't wait to get to it because I actually don't know about this. So either way, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Y'all, we are day before Halloween.
Yes, October 30th. We got Wednesday, a good Wednesday going on to everyone out there. But as you mentioned, Daphne, of course, a lot of people paying attention to what the weather's going to look like over the next couple of days or so.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely, especially when they're going to be trick-or-treating. So Justin Horn is joining us right now to see if we'll float too. So that's my joke about, you know, how the little raincoat outfit that it wears. Are we going to have to wear that?
Justin's not ready for that. You know what? I think we're going to be fine. There will be some showers around tomorrow, mainly in the morning. I think trick-or-treating will be okay. If you're heading out this morning, though, like yesterday, remember we saw the light rain and the drizzle? I think we're going to see that again this morning. So just be on the lookout for a couple of light showers, especially west of San Antonio right now is where we're seeing some of those returns show up around Medina Lake, maybe around Castroville, seeing a little bit of rain. And then we've seen a couple of showers up and along I-35. All things we'll keep an eye on. Anything we see this morning is going to be light. We picked up 1/100 of an inch at the airport yesterday, which ended our streak of rain-free days. We didn't get a lot, but it did rain in spots. Today, same story, 20% chance of rain early, and then by the afternoon, we'll see some sun. We'll be challenging some record highs today. The record is 90. We're forecasting 89. So get ready for some heat, but we do have a front on the way. Again, that arrives tomorrow morning. You guys asked about trick-or-treating. I think rain chances are around 10%, so we'll be just fine. Temperatures will be in the 70s and 80s. So all in all, looks pretty good. We do have some changes so next week. Maybe a stronger cold front with some cooler air. We've all been waiting on it. It'll be here. More on that coming up in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. Heading out to the roadways right now, things are looking pretty decent today. You guys are starting your hump day off on the right foot or right wheel, whatever you prefer if you're on the roads. Of course, right now we're dealing with 2 construction zones, one of them being at I-10 and East Woodlawn. That's the typical one we've been telling you guys about. And then another one at Loop 1604 and I-35. So again, keep that in mind if you're out and about, getting up for work or going to school, whatever you're doing, just make sure you keep it slow when you get into those construction zones.
That's right, Daphne. And obviously yesterday we had a major mess with some 18-wheelers. There was also a crash later on in the early part of the afternoon. But again, everything looking good out there. Northeast side at 1604 Pat Booker. So let's check in with Alex Gomez on this hump day. Alex, happy Wednesday. How are things looking out there?
Hump day. Good morning, RJ. Right now things look to be okay, but that was the case yesterday before all that rain came in. So I'm going to be on my toes or tires. Check this out. This is going to be 35 southbound at Zarzamora. But you know what? I'll keep a lookout for that rain because we saw what a little bit of rain did yesterday. We had a number of incidents, but so far, so good, RJ.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Alex, as he continued to scan the streets of San Antonio. Daphne?
Noon this morning, San Antonio police are looking for the person involved in a deadly shooting overnight. San Antonio police say that it started around midnight during a fight near Mockingbird Lane and Tupelo near 410 and I-10. Police say that a man at the scene pulled out a gun and started shooting at another man. The victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. According to the Bexar County Medical Examiner, that person eventually died. The suspects got away but left their vehicle behind at the scene.
And this morning, the Kendall County Sheriff's Office says that emergency crews worked a multi-fatality crash overnight. This happening just west of Bernie. It happened around 11 o'clock last night, so in the overnight hours here along Highway 46 near Diamond Ridge. Deputies along with Texas DPS troopers responded to that crash, which shut down the roads in that area for several hours overnight. DPS says that a pickup traveling west collided head-on with a car that was traveling in the opposite direction. All 3 people in the car died at the scene. We're still working to get some identification on those individuals. The Sheriff's Office says that the roadway has been reopened. However, troopers and deputies will be back at the scene during daylight hours to continue this investigation.
Now to a story that's been getting a lot of traction online. And first, we want to give a warning to the viewers that this video may be difficult to watch. A San Antonio police officer shot and killed 2 dogs that you saw right there over the weekend as he responded to a 911 call for help. According to the report, the officer knocked on the front door, and when no one answered, he went to the side door. The report says when a woman opened the door, her 2 American bulldogs ran out of the house barking at the officer, who then shot the dogs as they were running in his direction. In the video, the officer did have his gun drawn before the dogs came into the video frame, but the couple was cited by the city of San Antonio for 2 canines who were found to be free of restraint.
There were 2 emotional support animals that were killed in front of their owner. Like I said, my wife was sitting there holding her dog that was convulsing.
And he should be charged as a civilian, just like anyone else would.
So police said that the officer who shot the 2 dogs feared for his safety. Again, you see it in the video right there. Once again, the San Antonio Police Department says that the officer not on any kind of leave. The incident is under investigation by SAPD Internal Affairs. Now, as I mentioned, this has gotten a lot of attention online. A lot of you responding to the story on KSAT.com. One person writing, once again, the victim dogs are totally innocent. It's the owners who are ultimately responsible. And then another person came in and wrote, in part, in a domestic disturbance, officers usually have extra precautions, and if they believe someone is in danger, quote, nature of the call, that's in parentheses, they can absolutely have the weapons drawn and force entry. Now, you can leave your comments right now at any time right on KSAT.com.
Yeah, a lot of reaction to that story there. Well, this morning, 2 area students are in jail accused of taking a gun to a school event. Schertz police say that this happened around 6:30 last night at Clemens High School. That's where officers found a gun in a backpack that a student was carrying. That gun was also reported stolen. Officers arrested both teenagers, and both are also facing charges this morning. Now, no one was hurt, and we're told that there is no active threat. A tip from a parent is what led officers to the suspects.
Let's get into our political news real quick. Early voting turnout has seen huge turnout, 419,916. I've got people have voted early. A little more than 51,000 of you in Bexar County made it out to the polls yesterday. Now, if you haven't, there's still some time. You can vote early through this Friday, November the 1st. In Bexar County, there are 51 polling locations that will be open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Now, with less than a week to the election day, Vice President Kamala Harris, and former President Donald Trump are campaigning in battleground states today as they race to make their final cases to voters. According to a new CNN polls in Arizona and Nevada, Harris and Trump again near even in the race. Pennsylvania, CBS YouGov poll found the race tied. And then this comes to CNN's national poll, also shows them in a locked race. So if you're able to cast your vote during early voting, you can always vote on election day. That's Tuesday, November the 5th. So next week, a lot of people are looking forward to that day. We have everything that you need to know over on KSAT.com. Please get out, let your voices be heard, get all that frustration out your system so we can get it over with.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Cranks a ball, deep left field. Volpe with redemption.
Yes, you love to see that right there. The New York Yankees surviving to play another day as they beat the LA Dodgers in Game 4 of the World Series last night in the Bronx. Down by a run, Anthony Volpe hits a grand slam that brings in Aaron Judge, Jazz Chisholm, and Giancarlo Stanton. They added 5 more runs in the 8th inning, and the Yanks would go on to beat the Dodgers 11-4 to avoid the sweep. The Dodgers, this series is now 3-1. Game 5 is back in New York tonight. All right, but here's what we were talking about at the top of the show. Some Yankees fans making some headlines this morning for all the wrong reasons. Check out this play. Bottom of the first innings, the Yankees hit the ball into the stands past the foul line in right field as the Dodgers right fielder Mookie Betts tries to make the catch. A Yankees fan actually wrestles the ball out of Mookie Betts' glove. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Going hard at it right there. Yes.
Come on now.
Look at him. He actually grabbed the ball, pulled it out of the glove. Yeah.
That is not cool at all.
No, definitely not cool. The fan was called for fan interference, and the batter was ultimately called out because of it. And that fan also immediately ejected from the game.
Good.
So imagine spending all that money on those tickets. And then next
that
thing
was so unnecessary. You know what that reminds me of? You know how sometimes when you're babysitting them babies want to get some food and them jokers got that grip? That was a strong grip he had on that glove. No, don't do that.
No, definitely not. We don't want to see fan interference like that at all. But there were some Yankees fans that were saying, like, you know what, like this rallied the team. We needed this win.
No.
This fan is like my spirit animal, but definitely do not want to ever get in the middle of the game like that.
It is 5:10 right now. We're looking at 75 degrees outside.
All right, well, Halloween hasn't even started, and some people are already getting ready for Thanksgiving. Say it ain't so. We're going to give you a first look at all the preparations for a classic San Antonio tradition, along with how you can help them out.
And it's only a few days away from Election Day. So in our final episode of Your Voice South Texas, we're going 30 minutes west of downtown San Antonio to Castroville, why people there are concerned and how they hope people will treat each other after the election.
All right, taking you outside with live cam. Again, we are starting you off here on a Wednesday morning. Things looking good across the city of San Antonio. Of course, we are checking on that trick-or-treat forecast with Justin Horn, and also going to give you a check on the roads with Alex Gomez. We'll be right back.
Today we're taking a much shorter trip. We're going 30 minutes west of downtown San Antonio to Castroville. This is an area that in the last 10 years has exploded in growth. And so leaders here have a challenge on their hands. What they want to do is manage that growth while also preserving the heritage.
Over the last 5 years, it's been kind of like explosive growth here. You can see that when you're coming in from San Antonio, all the growth on the east side.
Things get more expensive. Like my groceries have gotten more expensive. Like if I could afford to pay myself more, I would, but I truly, like, I really have to like keep a tight budget nowadays.
We're so close. We're so close to where something terrible just happened. So obviously that is motivation for me to vote. I prefer like to not get, not share too much, but I can tell you that I have a very heavy opinion and belief that things need to change.
I think the biggest thing as humans is just understand each other. Not everything has to be so black and white. Not everything has to be so judgmental.
So, there you have it. A plea from someone who has really lived all over the country, begging us to work together, to see our common humanity and work together despite our differences. That's been the whole point of Your Voice South Texas. To all of you who have participated, thank you so much for that. I'm Stefania Jimenez, KSAT 12 News.
And of course, you can scan that QR code so that you can watch the full episode in Castroville. This was just a taste of what you'll see on the 8th and final episode of Your Voice South Texas. Something I think was very important about this series is because, again, it shows people outside of the political drama of he said, she said, let's throw mud all the time. It showed that, hey, normal, everyday Americans just want to have a conversation and we want to get along. So hopefully that takes place after the 5th.
Yes, and great job by our crew there getting these individuals to speak on some of these things that sometimes, are a little bit difficult to speak on. But yeah, I cannot wait for that episode. Castroville continues to grow by leaps and bounds for sure.
So after Halloween, we look forward to Thanksgiving.
Here we go. Yeah. And check this out right there. Of course, you already know what this is. Preparations are underway for a big-time, meaningful San Antonio tradition. We're talking about the annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner. This celebrates its 45th year next month. Cannot believe that. This year, organizers are hoping to expand the effort, but the Daughters of the event's founder says that it can only happen with volunteers' help. Typically, more than 4,000 volunteers make the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner possible. And if you want to help out, we have a link on our website, KSAT.com.
Already that time, huh?
Yeah, I cannot. Still trying to wrap my head around that a little bit. Of course, Halloween tomorrow.
It is.
Yeah, getting those fall decorations out. Turkey time.
Turkey time. 5:17 right now. 75 degrees outside.
All right, well, after months of closures, Broadway Street, look at this, is officially open for traffic. So some good news there. But coming up, we're going to take a look at High Above and what drivers and pedestrians can expect in this revamped area of downtown.
Let's get out to Drive Cam real quick. Looking at your road conditions, and you see Alex Gomez doing his due diligence. We see you, boy. Of course, things are looking great so far as people are getting up and hitting the roads. We got the rest of your commute and your forecast after this.
520, welcome back. Well, Google is now expected to launch its next generation AI agents early next year, later than initially planned. Project Astra has a range of technologies, including smartphone apps that can recognize the world around you and AI assistants to answer questions and perform tasks like booking flights. Yikes.
Finally, a new Mic Me karaoke system is a stereo sound bar that comes with 2 wireless microphones so that you and your friends can belt out your favorite for up to 8 hours. If anyone needs some help, it has 6 voice enhancements. Users can also access 85,000 songs. Whoa, that's a lot of music.
Yeah, Jeff, you don't need any voice enhancement.
Oh, yeah.
I could see you getting in on that.
But I can throw down on some auto-tune, though.
I was gonna say, there we go.
I'll T-paint it up.
All right, y'all, taking a look here at Broadway Street from our KSAT 12 drone. It is officially open for traffic, so great news for all those businesses and people that walk around that area. The street has been under construction since January, and it's reportedly almost done. There's still some work to be done here. The city's public work team told us that there are still a few more items on the to-do list, and they're trying to get some, or they do have some new bike racks, benches, and the street is more lit up for pedestrians or people that are going to be walking around there. Final pavements were just finished this week. Man, look at that. No construction cones, barrels. Nice.
Out to Drive Cam right now. I think we got Alex Gomez in the building again. He's still making his way through the city. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Jaffney. One more day till Halloween, and the road conditions this morning are going to be a little bit spooky like what we had yesterday. We had those wet roads, so just be careful. I saw some of that drizzle back on the northwest side, 410 near Bandera Road. Anytime we get that, we can have some slick roads, and just like yesterday, we had a number of incidents, but right now, no crashes to report, Jaffney.
All right, thanks so much, Alex. Yeah, no, yesterday he was the first on scene for that 18-wheeler looking thing. It was, that was tough, but yeah, we're still looking into the investigation behind it.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, Alex scanning the roads for us. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is a tough one, man.
Justin.
Is it?
I mean, I'm going off of context.
I think you're making
clues.
up half of these words.
No, you just gotta separate the word into like 3 different areas.
So our question this morning
go back to Latin, huh?
Yeah, that's right. What is the fear of weather called? Is it A, astrophobia, B, astrophobia, C, aerozoophobia, or D, aerophobia?
See, that's one of them ACT questions where 3 of them could sound like the right answer.
I did that on purpose. You can vote ksat.com/poll. You can scan the QR code. Tell us what you think. Don't Google it. Let's have fun with it. Tell us what you think. And we'll let RJ and Jaffney stew over this. I know RJ's over there, like, really going through all different scenarios in his head of how this could play out. But anyway, that's our question this morning. And yeah, if you want to participate, please do. Authority radar showing us we have some showers out there at this hour. These are all light, but this is the kind of stuff that Alex was talking about, kind of the drizzly stuff that's going to make you use your windshield wipers. But the impacts are generally pretty low, except for the fact that they can make the road slick. So we just got to watch for that issue. I'll zoom in a little closer here. Some of this is just really light drizzle. That's some actual shower activity there on the west side. So Helotes, if you're watching us from Mount Alamo Ranch, you're getting a little bit of rain. Your driveway may be wet this morning. And look, it's a little bit of rain for the yard. It's not a lot, but we'll take every little bit we can get. And as we go outside for you, 75 degrees. Such a warm morning for late October. 76 in New Braunfels, 76 Converse. Humidity, clouds, wind. That all helps to keep temperatures up, and we've got all of that this morning. South-southeasterly winds at about 13, sustained at the airport. Today, like yesterday, we'll see a chance of a few showers during the first half of the day, and then I'd say by the afternoon, rain chances generally come down. We'll get some partly cloudy skies, and then temperatures will be very warm. Right now, we're forecasting 89. The record for today is 90. We'll be right on the cusp. Very quickly, our 53-day streak without measurable rainfall has ended. We saw a hundredth of an inch yesterday at the airport, which is a very, very low amount, but it does technically end our streak. So there you go. And hopefully we'll get some more rain as we go forward, and more rain than what we got yesterday. Futurecast does show couple of showers this morning. There is our front that we've been talking about. It does start to make its way into the hill country by tomorrow morning. This is Thursday, 7 o'clock. Shows a lot of that activity still way up there around Junction, maybe Fredericksburg. But as it moves a little bit closer, some of those showers will transition towards San Antonio, probably falling apart as they do. I'm not too encouraged by rain chances tomorrow. They are there. We're talking about 30%, but it's not going to be terribly widespread. And then as the front kind of pushes south and stalls out around San Antonio, maybe a shower or two around dinner time and maybe around Halloween or trick-or-treat time, but I just don't think we're going to see much. So all in all, it looks like we'll see pretty good conditions for your trick-or-treat forecast. 83 at 6 o'clock, 80 at 8 p.m., 75 at 10 p.m., and we'll call it partly to mostly cloudy with just a 10% chance of rain. Extended forecast. I will draw your attention to next week, where we have another stronger front, like Monday night into Tuesday morning. This one knocks temperatures down potentially into the 70s and does bring more rain with it.
All right. Look at us. See, I told you it was only a matter of time.
You're right. You're very wise, Jeff.
Just have to be patient.
That's a pretty good drop right there. Yeah, hopefully we see that. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, 526 right now. And what do we have there? 75 degrees outside? Yes.
75.
There we go.
So one of the biggest high school football games of the year coming up on Friday. Next, we're going to check in with John Jay in Southwest.
All right, you already know it is going down at Dragon Stadium this Friday. There you go. For our BGC game of the week. Look at my guy, Coach Gutierrez, right here. The pride of the West Side, John Jay, taking on the Southwest Dragons in the Fire Pit. I don't know if the stadium's called it. Totally just made this up because I think it's just a cool name to say for Dragon Stadium.
It's appropriate. John Jay and Southwest are both undefeated, so that is pretty much the district title game. Mustangs just beat Laredo Martin and Laredo Nixon, and they made a deep run in the playoffs last season and are looking to bring home the district championship. For the full preview, of course, of both games and both teams, visit the BGC page, KSAT.com. Action goes down this Friday at 7:30.
Yeah, and you know what? It's rare that you get a game like this where it's two undefeated teams this late in the season, so should be a lot of fun out there. Dragon Stadium, let's go.
Let's go. Good game. Okay, so it is 5:30 right now, 75 degrees outside.
Well, 7 people are in jail after law enforcement agencies raided 2 homes. What the city said, why the city is saying that it could no longer ignore what was going on there.
We just want justice for him. We need justice for him.
San Antonio family still searching for closure 3 years after their loved one was stabbed to death. How they are celebrating his life while increasing the Crime Stoppers reward money for answers.
Coming up on GMSA, a man convicted of shooting and killing another man over a dog petting incident gets 20 years in prison. Why the judge suspended a sentence for aggravated assault.
Plus, not your average raid carried out at 2 San Antonio homes. The connection investigators found that has these neighbors facing charges.
All right, and everybody, this guy right here included, loves their Halloween candy, but nobody loves the cavities that come along with it. A local dentist will show us how you can have your candy and keep your teeth healthy too.
That is actually going to be a very interesting story because
I'm super curious to see how that works out.
So for me, I only eat candy on my front two teeth just because but I'm not that big of a candy eater. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I literally had a Milky Way like on my way to work.
I had never considered only using my two front teeth.
Well, because I just don't like the rest of my teeth getting caked up.
No, that's
with candy.
fair. That's actually really smart.
That's weird.
We'll see.
It's Halloween time.
There you go. It is candy time. I'm excited about Halloween. It looks like the forecast is going to shape up to be pretty good. As we look at the authority radar this morning, there are some showers out there. Most of this is light stuff, tracking south to north. It looks a lot like what we saw yesterday with this light shower activity and drizzle. Alex has already reported some of that out on the road, so just be careful out there. You're going to get some wet roads here and there, especially out on the west side this morning. That's where we're seeing some of the, I don't want to see heavier precipitation, but coming down just a little bit more than drizzle, actual showers out there in western Bexar County. Our forecast for today, look for temperatures to make their way up to 89. That would be near a record. 90 is the record for this day. And rain chances fall off a little bit in the afternoon. We'll see partly cloudy skies by later today, and that's going to allow those temperatures to really race upwards. Again, close to 90. A lot of heat here in the state. 94 Laredo, 90 down in Brownsville. This does change. There is a front that gets close tomorrow. And then we've got a stronger front next week. We're going to talk about the extended forecast. A lot to talk about in 7 day. That's coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. Well, Alex Gomez called it a little bit. We got a spooky situation going down right now. Got some type of collision that took place on US 281 in Hildebrand. This is currently blocking one of the main lanes. Actually, two main lanes are blocked at this time. So if that is a part of your commute, keep that in mind. There's no other incidents on the roadways, but again, that collision taking place at 281 in Hildebrand. Keep that in mind as you make your way out on the roads today.
Yeah, we're going to have to check on that one and see if we get a better look from TransGuide. That, of course, is north of the Pearl area. But let's check in with Alex right now because he is apparently at an incident. Alex, how are things looking out there?
Yeah, good morning, RJ. This incident right here is a little bit closer up to the airport. This is 281 South, right at the Jones-Maltzberger exit, and we do have a single car crash right here. Two right lanes blocked. The exit to Jones-Maltzberger, however, that's still going to be open. It looks like the driver is going to be all right. We do have a tow truck already coming to the scene, so they're going to be clearing this pretty quickly. So I can tell you again, two right lanes blocked, that left lane still getting by. RJ.
Okay, so yeah, TxDOT reporting this a little bit north of the Pearl area. Looks like this is actually closer to the quarry. So thank you very much, Alex, for that update. We'll continue to check back in with him. All right, in some other news here, 20 years in prison. That's the punishment for a man convicted of shooting and killing another man over a dog petting incident. We've been following the murder trial against 21-year-old Jordan Eaton right here. You see, since last Tuesday when it started. So this all stems from an incident that happened back in 2021. At the beginning of this trial, the prosecution showed a video recorded by a neighbor. You see that video right there with their cell phone from a nearby balcony. In it, you can see Valentin Gonzalez's wife, Brittany, petting Eaton's dog. While testifying on his behalf, Eaton said that he told the couple not to touch his dog. He then said that he started arguing with Valentin Gonzalez about a previous conflict while Brittany Gonzalez reached out to ultimately pet the dog. That's when Eaton, you saw from that video there, fired the first shots at the ground near Brittany Gonzalez. The two men then got into a physical fight, and that's when Eaton fires two more shots, ultimately killing Valentin Gonzalez. A jury found him guilty of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. They sentenced him to 20 years for murder, that murder charge, and then 10 years for aggravated assault charges. However, the judge suspended the aggravated assault sentence and instead gave Eaton community supervision, which he'll serve after prison.
7 people are in jail after law enforcement agencies raided 2 homes. This happened in a neighborhood on West Commerce and Bellcross Street yesterday. The 2 homes had a history of code concerns and alleged criminal activity. City said that it could no longer ignore. That's according to the Dangerous Assessment and Response Team with the city, or DART. Investigators say that the utilities at the homes were illegally connected. During a search warrant, officers arrested 7 people and say that they found several weapons.
Well, this morning, health officials are warning of the dangers of mosquitoes infected with West Nile virus. Most people who get infected with West Nile won't actually feel sick. For those who do have symptoms, they can range from a mild fever to a deadly illness. While there's no vaccine against West Nile virus in Bexar County, there have been at least 3 confirmed cases of West Nile in mosquitoes so far. The CDC says that there are common sense ways that you can lower your risk of being infected, of course, by using insect repellent and wearing long sleeves and pants.
Now, the man attacked the husband, or the man accused or who attacked the husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, he's been sentenced on state charges to life in prison without the possibility of parole. David DePape, you may remember, broke into Pelosi's home 2 years ago on October 28th and beat Pelosi with a hammer. The attack was caught on police body camera footage. He was found guilty in June.
All right, we are rolling on Wednesday morning here, 5:40 right now, 75 degrees outside.
Chocolates, gummies, hard candy. Oh my, tomorrow, Halloween. And up next, we're figuring out which treats are trickiest when it comes to keeping yours and your kids' teeth healthy.
All right, and your feedback poured in on some new Starbucks menu items. So now, get this, they're actually going to go away. We're going to tell you when the last chance to have the company's olive oil infused drinks. Yikes. Dubbed on the internet as the Oleato. Coming up.
Let's take a live look outside at the city real quick. Good morning, San Antonio. Again, thanks for starting your morning off with us. Things are looking beautiful, and it looks like we got a couple of raindrops on the camera right now. So, of course, Justin Horn will be getting with us about our forecast, and obviously we got Alex Gomez on the roadways with a couple of incidents. Welcome back. It is 5:43. It's Halloween week, and that means we all have the candy, chocolate, and all kind of sweet treats on our minds and in our reach. Not particularly a candy corn fan, but hey,
a lot of candy corn.
To each their own.
A frightening amount of candy corn there. You're Airheads, right?
I'm an Airhead chick, yes.
Okay, I like chocolates, yeah. Well, a San Antonio area dentist tells us that we can indulge and also let the kids enjoy it as well. But there are some candies that he cautions that you might want to skip over. KSAT's Patty Santos tells us what those are.
Hey there, I'm Patty Santos. I am here with dentist Dr. Derek Cantu, who's going to tell us which are the worst types of candies that we could eat this week.
So the worst types of candies are going to be the ones that stick to our teeth and don't tend to go away very quickly. Those are going to be gummy candies, Starbursts, Now and Laters, and the real sour candies. The real sour candies here at the bottom here, these have a pretty high acidity, and so those break down the enamel and make your teeth a little more susceptible to tooth decay.
All right, and to find out which type are maybe the better choices, head to KSAT.com.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for those.
Acidity. Check out for that.
Exactly. So in your morning consumer headlines, big surprise here. Nobody liked the Starbucks olive oil infused drinks. Starbucks scrapping them less than a year after they debuted nationwide. Lineup of their Oleato drinks will be eliminated from Starbucks menus in the U.S. and Canada beginning in early November. So the Oleato menu consisted of 2 drinks, an oat milk latte infused with extra virgin olive oil and a toffee nut iced shaken espresso with vanilla sweet cream. See, I tell you, Starbucks got so many names in it. Okay, so the beverage lineup was met with largely negative responses, understandably so, because I'm sorry, that's a lot going on.
Putting stuff together and seeing if people will just drink anything from Starbucks.
I don't know, but hey, do your thing. They took it out for a reason.
Yeah, 5:46 right now, 75 degrees outside.
Let's take a look at Drive Cam. Of course, Alex Gomez is on the roadways right now. He is looking at some type of incident, and as he mentioned, it is getting cleaned up. Where did he say this was located again?
281 at Jones-Maltzberger Road.
Okay, yeah. So if that is a part of your commute, please give yourself some extra time as they work to clear the scene.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Oh, what a hit. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage, the cost to cover that might tank your season. But get all safe. Save money on auto insurance and be protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
Pain hits fast, so get relief fast. only Tylenol Rapid Release gels have laser drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. Tylenol Rapid Release gels.
If your family's anything like mine, every day brings in dirt and messes. Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros.
We got a quick reminder, if you missed the Dia de los Muertos Festival in Hemisphere Park this past weekend, we will air a 2-hour Muertos Fest special recapping this weekend's events. And that's going on tonight at 7. And you're going to see our very own RJ Marquez.
Yeah, I had a great time shooting this out there. And again, thank you to all the folks who made Muertos Fest once again a big success for the city of San Antonio. All right, let's check out our traffic authority, Jeff, because we have a pretty significant incident right there at 281 at Jones-Maltzberger Road. This is going to be on the southbound lanes, and right now it's blocking at least 2 of the main lanes after we had a crash reported just a little while ago.
Let's go out to the roadways with Alex Gomez. He was at a scene where they were cleaning up, and it seems like they're still loading something up. Good morning, Alex.
Yeah, and they're almost done, Jaffany. Good morning. This is going to be 281 southbound right at the exit to Jones-Maltzberger. Now, the exit, that's going to remain open, but again, 2 of the right main lanes are going to be closed right now. That's why we have a slowdown on that left side. That's only about a quarter mile right now until they get this completely cleared up, Jaffany.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. And of course, I know you're on top of all the incidents on the roadways. Again, everything that we've mentioned today, guys, if that is a part of your commute, keep that in mind as you head out and about on the roads.
And there's not a lot of rain out there, but there is some, and there's probably some drizzle in spots too, just enough to make those roads a little bit slick. The authority radar continues to show us some light returns here across the city of San Antonio. We can put it into motion for you and get you an idea of, yeah, it's a lot like yesterday where you got these quick moving showers, but we have quite a few at the moment that are tracking through, especially the west side of San Antonio. A little shower there around Lackland, moving up towards Leon Valley, affecting 1604, 410. There are going to be wet roads out there. There's just no two ways around it. Grab the umbrella if you like. It's all going to be really light. And just be prepared to use some of the windshield wipers as you're traveling this morning. 8 a.m., 20% chance of rain. Noontime, 20% chance of rain. But we're going to knock those rain chances down as we head into the afternoon. And know that temperatures will be very warm. We're talking near 90. 90 is the record today. We're forecasting 89, but we'll be right there on the doorstep. We could set some records around the area. Let me show you the futurecast. It does show a couple showers this morning, and then as we get into this evening, probably not much. The skies will clear a little bit. It'll be warm, but here comes our front. Now, I wish I could tell you this is a big sweeping front that's going to come through and cool us down. It is not. In fact, it hits the brakes right when it gets to San Antonio. But it is going to develop some showers and maybe a couple storms tomorrow morning across the hill country. Those will kind of limp into San Antonio mid-morning towards midday. I wouldn't expect a whole lot. We've put rain chances at 30%, but I think most of what we're going to see is pretty light. That front kind of stalls out. Even so, I'd say that around dinner time and around trick-or-treat time, we're just not going to see much. This does show a couple showers and storms right along that stalled boundary, maybe around 8 o'clock. We'll keep an eye on that. But I think here in San Antonio, generally pretty quiet. In the trick-or-treat forecast, 83 to start for the early trick-or-treaters. And then once things are winding down, we're probably in the 70s, just a 10% chance of rain at that point tomorrow evening. The extended forecast. A lot to look at here. 30% chance tomorrow morning. 30% chance again on Friday. We'll see some showers. Don't forget we fall back Sunday morning. Small chances over the weekend. And then next week, 20% chance Monday. There is a front that comes through. And this does really cool us down. Brings another chance of rain along with it as well. Mainly Tuesday morning. But notice the temperatures on Tuesday. 72.
All right. Thanks so much, Justin, bringing it in.
Good reminder about that fallback. That's kind of sneaking up on us a little bit.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah.
It is 5:54 right now, 75 degrees outside.
All right, up next, we're going to take you to a very special Halloween tradition in Houston. 5:57 right now. Welcome back to GMSA. Well, check this out. It's a tradition during Halloween week in Houston. Window washers disguised as superheroes rappel down along the windows of pediatric patients staying at MD Anderson Children's Cancer Hospital.
So the window washers say that they're just trying their best to bring some joy to those patients and their families right now. Heroes like Iron Man, Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman could be seen right outside of the window. So obviously a really cool sight to see.
Very cool. You could say they have nerves of steel.
Oh, 100%. Those are superheroes for doing that. All right. Up next, Southeast Bexar County is expecting a population boom, and the local school district is bracing for it. How big that boom could be, and a look at the price tag for expanding.
And taking a look at Drive Cam, it looks like we're starting to clear things out by the quarry, but you know what? We're going to check back in with Alex Gomez and give you an update on this accident on 281 if you're about to step outside for your morning commute. We'll be right back.